And we are live.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, okay. Looks like a delay is like 6 seconds today.
3 hours.
3-hour delay. Yeah, just like a 3-hour tour.
It's about an hour delay.
Hey, Rob.
Hello.
Rob is here.
Now, well, Rob's here. We can go. Rob's
No,
got
it's
this.
that's only when Rick gets here, we leave.
Oh, okay.
So how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. Doing good. Had a nice week, nice weekend. Had some fun, played some games.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you play?
I played Shadowrun with this group I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
You might have heard of them.
No, never heard of them.
Oh, okay.
Know what you're talking about.
With the fancy smoothie.
Yeah. What are you going to do, right?
I'm just going to lay back and just, be the Dr. Dude that I am.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, we should jump into our Would You Rathers while we're waiting for people to show up, don't you think?
I suppose. I think that'd be good. We'll start off with an easy one. Would you rather question time in a bottle? Uh, would you rather eat nothing but hard candy or soft candy?
What's considered soft candy, like Twizzlers and
Tootsie Pops, caramels, Tootsie Pops, caramels, or taffy.
or taffy? I would probably eat soft candy over hard candy. I don't really like hard candy that much, so
Really, you wouldn't want to suck on it for hours?
no, Jeff.
No, I mean when I say hard candies, I mean like lifesavers, Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, I think I like the soft candy a little bit better.
I do too. I can't.
Yeah, Rob likes it soft too, so
See, I was gonna go semi-hard too, but I was like, no. There's no. I mean, there's plenty of semi-hard candies. Let's say, well, let's go ahead and roll those dice and say semi-soft.
so Jeff likes it semi soft. Okay,
Would you still pick soft over semi-soft?
I would just pick soft candy. I like soft candy.
Okay, and semi-soft, I guess, would be like candy corn. There's a medication for that. It comes with a little blue pill. It makes you all happy. Um,
Sure,
no, I'd be like candy corns. I guess
right.
chocolate, fudge.
I
You
guess
like fudge?
chocolates. Yeah, I guess fudge and stuff like that semi soft. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, so you're still going for the soft.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like fudge a lot. I think I'd be happy with if the only candy I could ever have is semi soft. Fudge. I can live with that. What would you at home consider semi soft?
yeah, that's a good question. Let the people answer that one. What is semi soft to you at home? Jeff is semi soft right now, just thinking about the semi soft chocolate.
You can't even say it.
No, I can't right now. You're right.
It's just so perfect that you cannot just say it without being semi hungry for it.
Yeah, sure. What's the next one?
Oh wow, that was fast. All right, so easy one. Would you rather be able to teleport or portal?
So teleport would be the traditional sense into like D&D to teleport yourself somewhere or like start.
Yeah, you disappear and reappear somewhere else.
So regardless if it's sci-fi or fantasy, it's just the same thing or reappear.
Yeah,
And then portal would just walking through somewhere to get to somewhere else.
yeah, you just be like walking through a door.
And there's no like you just walk through the door and you're there. There's no like you walk down a tunnel after you go through the portal or anything.
No, no, no. You just walk through a door and you're there.
I would do a portal.
I like a portal too. Now, I mean, the benefits and negatives to each one. I mean, teleportation, it's instantaneous. You get to go wherever you want. I'm not putting limitations like you would like Nightcrawler and whatnot, where you have to have seen or know about the place you've been before. You just think about it. Poof, you're there.
Portal. Even Rob is picking portal.
Portal, portal or portal two. No. Um.
Oh, welcome,
Yeah.
Desmond. And he's picking portal as well.
Yep. But the downside about portals is like say you could take more than one person and you could make it larger. Um, if everybody knows everyone's going to bother you, hey, can you take me here? Hey, can you take me there? It's like no, I'm trying to play video games.
Oh, so you're in charge of it. It's not like it's set up and you can do it. You're the one doing it.
Yeah, like a sling ring from
Oh.
Marvel. It's like
So
a
can
truck. It's like owning a truck.
the portal be shared? Like I can like walk in with my wife, for example, if I wanted
Yeah,
to. Or
yeah. You can
what about
you can walk,
teleport?
teleport whatever you can carry. So
So if I
if you
carry
can
my
carry your
wife in my
wife,
arms,
yeah, then you can teleport with her.
what if I just held her against me with a hug? Would that count?
I could say so. Yeah.
I'll still pick a portal. I like that better.
I mean, if you want everyone to call you and bother you, hey, could you portal me here? Okay, could you portal me there?
I mean,
I haven't,
if it's just a door, you're just going like this and waving a hand, then definitely I'm gonna do a portal.
but it has to be where you're from to wherever location you're going to.
Right. It doesn't say that I have to go through it. Anybody can go through it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, portal,
you would go to your
definitely.
friend's house, create a door for them, and just let them walk through. Then go back
No,
home.
no, no. They have to come to my house. That's the
Oh, they
deal.
have to get the stipulations. You got to come to me on my
Yeah,
time. What portal time is between 3 and 5. If you don't come between 3 and 5, you don't get a portal.
that's right. I set up special portal times for it. So
How much would you
moving
charge
furniture
for
will
a
be.
portal?
Oh man, am I the
Would you do?
only portal guy in town?
You're the only portal guy in the world.
Oh, I'd be like $1,000 at least a pop.
Would you base it on distance or would you base it on
No, I'd probably
on
just do $1,000 a pop, just regardless of where you want to go. If there's no strain on me for just going like that and opening a portal, then who cares? You didn't say there was any strain or anything like that,
no,
so
there's no strain. No strain.
and I could do it whenever. So yeah, boop, 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 boop.
I mean, it depends on how far you have to go. In my opinion, it's like kind of like a telephone call. The further you go, international is going to cost you more. It might not cost me anything, but it's definitely going to cost you.
Maybe I don't want to be too greedy, although $1,000 is probably greedy. So
Freaking Elon Musk would be calling you up. Hey, I need to go to Mars.
I would say you have built a space vehicle. Use your space vehicle, Mister Musk.
Daddy Elon. 1,000 is way too low.
1,000. You think so, Kill Raven? Thousands too. How much would you charge, man? 5,000, 10,000.
And
Wait,
don't
you.
forget to tell us what you think of semi-soft.
uh, you have to remember, I'm keeping it low so the common average person will want to use it because $1,000 is like the equivalent of maybe getting a cheap flight
Now,
these days.
how about this? Would you base it on the person?
So if they're like fat, I'd be like, you need to have
No,
an extra.
no.
since you're
Like,
double wide, the portal has to be double wide. I'm going to charge you 2 seats.
what if? All right, say I want to go on a vacation to Las Vegas.
Okay,
You know, you know me, I don't make that as much. How much would you charge me?
$1,000.
$1,000. Okay, so say Elon Musk wants to go to China or goes to Japan. He makes a whole lot more money. Would you charge him $1,000 or would you charge him more? Would you jack up the prices?
No, I would still charge him $1,000. It's one price.
What about charity cases? What if somebody needs a heart transplant and the only way they can get there fast enough is through your portals?
Ugh, fine.
Would you charge $1,000 or would you do it pro
No,
bono? What?
if it's for medical purposes to save somebody's life, I'd absolutely let them go through.
Okay, what other kind of emergencies would you?
That's it. Medical emergencies.
Just medical emergencies.
That's it.
What if it was like a Superman sort of situation?
What do you mean?
Keep up the portal open. Well, I mean, like, okay, so say there's a volcano happening, and you could save somebody far enough away, or save a lot of people. Would you save those people, or would you charge each one $1,000?
Well, first of all, I'm opening the portal at my house only, so I wouldn't know about the people who are in danger by a volcano.
Well, I mean, you saw it on the news, right? Live action.
No, I don't watch the news.
You don't watch the
No.
news.
I refuse to watch the news because of the situation.
I open portals. I don't watch the news.
Nope. $1,000 a pop. I'll do it so the average person can use it.
Okay. Let's see if I can think of any other reasons other
To screw
than
me.
medical. What if? Okay, say what if a disaster team needs to get to a place that just got hit by a tornado? Would you let them go or would you charge them?
Why do they need to go through me? They can get there on their own fast enough. I mean,
Well, maybe you're just faster.
I'm sorry, I'm sleeping.
it's it's 2 p. It's 3 p.m.
I'm taking a midday nap. It's a siesta. In Italy, they take naps during the day, so I'll take naps during the day. So does Mexico. So
Would you go traveling a whole lot more?
yeah, definitely.
Kill Raven says, should there be multiple high costs by flight? So far, more people fly to save time. Yeah, that makes sense.
Military or dangerous objects that can be moved safely on the public roads. This is why heroes have a secret identity.
I mean, if you're charging 1,000 people, your identity is publicly known.
Yeah, probably at that point. But if
Would
I'm
you
just if I'm just a portal guy, I mean that's my only power, right?
Yeah,
Who cares?
you're Mr. Portal. What would your superhero name be?
I don't know. I would just be like the portal guy.
The Portal. Hey, let's call it the Portal guy. He could only call him between the times of 3 p.m. and 5 p.m.
That's right. The portal's only open from 3 to 5, and you need $1,000, and I want it in cash.
All right, so let's say the cops need the cops need you to stop a bad guy.
Mr. Hole.
Gateway.
This guy already exists. Gateway. Oh, okay.
There's a few of them that exist. There's a couple in DC and a couple in Marvel.
Why are the cops calling me?
Because the guy is locked up in a place where they can't get to, so they need you to open a portal in order to get into that room or building.
Why is he locked up in a place they can't get him?
Because he's a bad guy.
You mean he's held up someplace that they can't get into? I guess if he was that much of a threat, I would help the police. I mean, yeah.
Would you charge him $1,000 per person?
You know what? It's a government facility, so yes, I will charge him $1,000.
What about the hole? Yeah.
What about the hole?
No, I was just thinking that's another guy. Cloak does not portal. Cloak teleports. The hole, the guy who fought Spider-Man, he can create portals.
He took it back.
Did he?
He took, yeah.
Okay.
It just doesn't show on here. It shows on YouTube. He took it back. Blink. But she's a teleporter, Blink, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not true, because Blink, well, the way they portrayed Blink in that X-Men, The Gifted, she opened portals.
I mean, technically, I think magic can open up portals too.
Yeah. Baddies will constantly be trying to kidnap me so they can get into the bank vaults. Get me into Fort Knox. Sure. Why not?
Here you go. Wait, this is a jail cell. Oops. Oh, well.
Sorry.
This is the middle. What? This is the middle of a volcano.
Oops.
Oh, well.
You dropped me off in the middle of the Atlantic. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I wouldn't trust magic to pour me anything.
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't trust it either. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go through hell to go through anything. But then again, so does Nightcrawler, technically.
Does he?
Yeah.
He teleports through hell?
He bamps through a demon dimension.
He bamps through a demon dimension? So what is he like? Yeah. He appears there real quick and then comes back here?
Yep.
So what if he teleported and he would teleport into some demon's house by accident?
By the law of the land, they have to give him tea and cookies.
Oh, what if he's like he goes and there's a demon pooping? Like, oops, sorry.
Can you hand me the toilet paper? The demon toilet paper.
That's why there's a brimstone.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Mhm.
cells of sulfur and brimstone.
Next question.
Alrighty. Next question is, uh, which apocalypse would you rather have? A radiation apocalypse or a zombie apocalypse?
That's when if you it's like Portal 2 when you can see through the portal, then see the other side. Is it just Yeah, good question, Jeff. Is it just a magic portal like you see in like the old cartoons that it's just like wavy colors, or can you see the other side portal?
You know what? To make the question, the original question, more interesting, I'm gonna say you cannot see the other side.
So it's like one of those portals from Land of the Lost or something,
You know
or
where it goes, right?
the D&D
You know,
cartoon or something. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know exactly where it goes, but nobody else could see through it.
I like that. Okay. So zombie or radiation? Zombie, I can probably go outside, but there'll be zombies everywhere. Is it like demon toilet paper has a lot of splinters on it? Ugh. Welcome, Ramon, and that's your first comment here. So great.
It feels so right.
There's my X card.
What do you think about semi-soft candies?
Uh, so is the radiation so bad that I have to live underground?
You can live underground, but it's more designated to like say more popular spots. So think Fallout,
So I can't go outside just when I get to like the highly density places. I would
like at the
be
cities, towns, and
I
whatever.
have to put like a suit on or something.
Yeah,
Whew. Yeah, I would definitely
but
take a zombie apocalypse. Definitely.
I don't know. I think I would choose a radiation apocalypse, like
I mean,
Fallout.
Are the zombies like Walking Dead when they're kind of slow, or is it 28 days later zombies when they're just more of a virus zombie and they're like
Okay,
running fast?
it is a virus zombie,
Okay,
right?
so they're running
There's
fast.
no there's no cure for it. No, there's no running. These are stumbling, bumbling zombies. They can horde up, but they don't fall apart or break down. They are infinite. I mean, you could kill them, right? You could destroy them, but they don't break down naturally.
So they're like, well, if they're not running fast,
No, they're bumbling, stumbling.
hmm.
You know what? Even to throw in a little bit of fun there, I'll even make smart zombies too. So ones that can like hide or ones that can go through doors and whatnot.
And can talk somewhat.
Kind of, but not. I mean, the rest of the zombies don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, it's true. Once you die, everyone becomes a zombie. But zombies you can also fight. Radiation you can't fight. Radiation stays for what, like 50 to 100 years, depending on the radiation.
De- Depends on the source. Nuclear bombs
Mm-hmm.
don't last that long. The nuclear radiation from bombs usually lasts for about 2 weeks.
Well, how long? Okay, so how long? That's another question. How long is the radiation for? Do we even know?
Like I
Or is
said,
this?
depends on the source. Now you're talking about Chernobyl, thousands of years.
You tell me
No,
you're making the stipulation here, buddy. So I need to
no,
know.
I'm telling you from nuclear power plants and such. If there's a fallout there, thousands of years. Uh, Radiation bombs,
Hmm.
nukes and whatnot last for like a couple weeks before the radiation starts dissipating. I mean,
Would you?
you can go into cities, but it's like in ruins. There's
All
nothing
right, I
there.
got one for you. Would you rather live in a zombie apocalypse or an apocalypse like The Quiet Place?
Oh, nah. Tell you the truth, I mean, it depends on what the zombies are. Talking 28 days later or Dawn of the Dead.
I'm gonna go with the 28 days later
Oh,
virus. They're fast. They're mean. They try to bite you and everything. They break things down. They're semi smart.
tell you the truth, I might choose the zombies. I mean, because then you can still put up walls and they die out eventually. With the quiet place, the only way you can escape them is be on an island.
And that necessarily won't protect you either. So
No, they cannot. They cannot. They drown. They cannot swim, according to the lore. Of course, I also snore in my sleep too, so I'd be dead in a couple weeks.
you'd have to live in one of those soundproof rooms.
Right. And whenever you're like near running water, they can't really hear you. It depends on how loud you are. So there are safe zones to be at. Plus, when it rains, you can kind of get around a lot better.
But I noticed in the quiet place they didn't talk whatsoever, even during rain and stuff like that. And
Did you watch the second one and the third one?
not the third one, but I did watch the second one.
In the third one, they were more quiet. They were able to talk while it rained. Spoiler alert! Sorry. Yeah.
Jeff.
If you have not watched the movie, get ready for the spoiler alert. So there's a part where they hunker down near a fountain, and they were to talk very quietly. They could make like very slight noises, but nothing too loud. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and when it rained, they were able to talk very quietly, and they actually yelled when there was thunder.
But it was really I could have sworn that they in the original movie they were not talking during rain and stuff like that.
No, but I believe in the first one, they went near a waterfall and were able to talk like normal.
Hmm.
Do you remember that part?
No, I mean it's been a while since I've seen that movie. It was a great movie. I liked it a lot. I like the
Hmm.
premise.
So yeah, if there's enough background noise, you can actually talk.
Do you
That
think it would
would
make
be
a good role playing game to be in that situation?
it'd be a very quiet role playing game.
Well, I mean, obviously the players can talk amongst each other because they're not in the game itself, but
What does your character do? What?
you you don't have you don't have to whisper, dude. You're not in the game yourself.
So no, I think I would choose the zombie apocalypse for the simple fact that I mean there's safe zones, like there's walled up cities and whatnot, right? Because it was like half of England was
Yeah, but
divided by a giant fence.
that's true. It was, yeah. Yeah, but those things can sniff you out. They can smell you. Granted, there's a big wall in the way, but they can eventually get over that wall. With the quiet place, you can at least move around because they'd only sense you by sound,
Yeah,
loud
but
sounds,
like I said, I
snoring.
snore, so I'd be dead. Do I get a bunker or a place to sleep at?
Either case, you have a bunker. You got utility purposes. You can use the zombies to make power. With you could do that. That's true.
You could pull a Shaun of the Dead where you're pushing carts and whatnot, play video games.
Ugh, yeah, that movie was great.
But yeah, I think I would choose the zombies,
Okay.
and you would choose the zombies over the radiation.
Yeah, zombies over radiation, definitely.
See, in my opinion, like I said, I would choose the radiation over the zombies for the simple fact that there's zones which I know I can't get into, but if it's a Fallout situation, you can survive. There are survivors out there. There's people who make their own food, but then again, you also going against the what corporation? The
For what are we talking?
did you watch the show Fallout?
The show.
The Fallout show?
Mm-mm.
They're off of I think it was Amazon.
No, I didn't watch it.
All right. Do you want me to spoil it for you?
I don't really care. Go ahead.
All right. So spoiler alert again. The the evil company is actually what was behind the bombings. Yeah, like that smash button.
Mm-hmm.
I just forget the name of the company.
Vault Tech.
Yeah, Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec and a few other big corporations are behind the apocalypse.
Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood of Steel is a post-apocalyptic collection of soldiers that try to protect technology from the people who live on the surface because they wouldn't know how to use it and end up killing a lot of people for using it.
Ramon has a good question there about does it affect childbirth? I mean, it could be the end of humanity if you pick the zombie apocalypse or zombie infestation.
I mean, I think I'll say that everyone's affected by the virus. When you die, you turn into a zombie.
So it really
Like
wouldn't affect childbirth then.
no, unless the baby died. Kind of like was it Day of the Dead?
Or Z Nation when they had the baby zombie.
Yeah. So if the baby dies, yeah, it becomes a baby zombie.
That's disgusting. But okay.
I'm sorry. That's how the virus works.
All right, go for the next one.
All right, next one. And I think this is going to get a lot of people interested in. All right, so you get the you get the chance to cast magic right now, right? You get one spell, and you have to choose either fire or ice.
Now,
You can only
fire
cast
is in start a fire or a fireball. I could do however I want to do fire.
yeah,
Ice, however I want to do ice.
however you want to do ice.
So I could
But
can I
you only
can
get
I
cast once a day.
once a day.
Once a day.
That kind of sucks.
And you're the only one that can ever cast magic. So you don't have to worry about, evil fire magic or evil ice magic. Unless it's you, then you become evil.
I mean, I would probably go with fire because fire's cool.
Fire.
Rob
I
goes
mean,
with ice.
each one has its own like positives and negatives about it. I mean, you get ice, you know, keep especially here in Texas, ice would be very beneficial.
But
Especially
it's
during
only
the
once a
summertime.
day, so
Once a day, and like I said, you could cast it however you want. So if you want to cast an ice storm in the middle of the summer, you can.
and then freeze everybody in Texas and make them not be able to drive. Oh wait, they can't drive anyway, so never mind.
Wow.
What?
Uh,
I live here. I know nobody can drive here during the ice storms.
I mean it's the summertime, so 100.
Fire for winter when they get my place go. Yeah, when it's like 30.
Yeah, you just light a fire, boom. But no, I
30
mean
degrees. Oof. Remember
you
those
could
days.
definitely
Easier to create fire in a controlled, useful way without magic. So ice.
see. Kill Raven. That's another good point. You can create a fire whenever you want. Ice is a little bit harder to come by.
No, you can get an ice making machine and spray it. No, they have those things now.
You can spray. You can spray your ice maker. Let's talk about this semi soft candy.
Will you shut up about the semi-soft candy?
I agree. I like ice a little bit better.
Well, good.
Ice, ice seems somewhat more functional.
You can always bundle up, but you can't get cool.
Now it's a lot harder to get cooler than it is to get warmer.
Yeah.
I do have electric blankets, and I can only take off so many clothes before I'm publicly indecent. Let's talk about the semi-soft candy.
It just went to completely soft candy at this point. Yeah, East Texas during the freeze was fun. Yeah, you're right. It is not fun.
No, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people got hurt because of that.
Like in 2012 when we had that giant ice storm, people were stuck on the highway and everything. Oof, that was horrible.
In 2021, yeah, when people die because
Well,
that
that
wrecked
too.
off of 35.
No, I'm talking about the one that people were just they were driving up the ramps and they thought they could get up and they got stuck on 35 for days.
Ugh. Yeah, I remember that. That was horrible.
They had to get the National Guard to go out and help them.
That's what we pay the taxes for.
We don't pay state tax.
No, but you said National Guard, not state.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think it was a state, the Texas Guard.
Solar power and HVAC. Okay.
See,
So you're going fire. I'm going ice. What was that? Semi soft Spider Man.
yeah, send me some Spider-Man. Dick. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm just joining my time.
Oh, I bet you are.
All right, last one. And by the
All
way,
right.
no one has said anything what their favorite semi soft candy is.
Nobody cares.
All right, you get to choose science or magic.
In relations to what? Anything?
Anything.
Magic, I guess. I mean,
You like magic more?
yeah.
I don't know. The reason why I thought about this question is, I remember playing a game where there was like some sort of transport, but it was like a magical transport, so it could take you anywhere. But then again, I'm thinking like hot air balloons, right? That could also be a form of air transportation.
Yeah, it could.
So I was thinking, which one would you like to see more of, magic or science? See, Rob agrees with me. Science is a little bit better.
Rob agrees. Yeah. If you like him so much, why don't you marry him?
Magic. I mean, science and magic both benefit those who can create it. I mean, there's a lot of good things when it comes to science. I mean, there's trains, planes, automobiles.
I want a Star Trek future.
See?
Do you want an Enterprise Star Trek future, or do you want an original series, or you want Next Generation,
Deep Space Nine,
Deep Space Nine?
See, that was going to be a question I was going to ask. Which one's better, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oh, don't even ask that question, dude.
Well, thing is, I think if you had asked me before Picard, I would say Star Wars. But Picard has definitely changed the name of the game.
I would have said Star Trek either way.
Because to me, Star Trek seems somewhat unrealistic. Or everyone just, gets together so well, and everyone's happy, and there's no problems, there's no crime, there's no drug use. I mean, hell, one of the episodes of Star Trek was them addicted to a game.
They resolved all those things, yeah.
Yeah, they did. It's like, oh, we just gotta stop. Okay, the end.
But wasn't that Gene Roddenberry's vision, a dystopian future where everybody pretty much gets along and yada yada yada, and
There was no inner turmoil, turmoil, according to Gene Roddenberry. In which I think that's impossible. There's always going to be some sort of turmoil.
The Force, then not Star Wars. If not, then Star Trek. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Star Wars would be considered more of the magic side Force, and then Star Trek would be more of the science side.
I don't know. I mean, I could see
science is Ramon.
Science
Same answer,
more
Kill Raven.
Star Wars. Because I mean, you go there, there's crime everywhere. I mean, there's obviously like, government and
corruption,
police some sort of protection, but I don't know. It seems to me like Star Wars would be closer to reality than Star Trek.
Desmond has a good point. The benefit of science is always exactly the same. Magic is all portrayed as being more emotional, spiritual, skill based, which adds to a ton of variables. Yeah, science is more reliable overall. Yeah.
I don't know. You deal with computers all day long. Is science really reliable?
No, the computers are reliable. It's the people that touch them that are unreliable.
Hello? I have touched my computer wrong. Could you fix it?
I think I'd have to hang up if I heard that call, and I
They're
wouldn't blame
semi-soft.
anybody. I wouldn't blame anybody in the call center if they did the same thing. I would not get them in trouble for listening to that call. So
So if someone called and said they touched their computer wrong, you wouldn't be somewhat curious and like, what do they mean?
I would probably. I don't answer phones, so whatever. But if I was answering the phone, I'd be like, "Can you elaborate what you mean, please?"
Sorry, I was watching Star Trek, eating my semi-soft candy, and touched my computer wrong. G.I. Joe. Get in and get out.
Yeah. I don't want to know more about that. So yeah.
So yeah, nothing Star Trek, but nothing after DS9. I thought Picard was pretty good.
No, the end of Picard was good. The beginning of Picard was nothing but a ugh. That's all I want to say is ugh.
I didn't like the inner relationships they had between the characters, but
No?
I did like the setting though. It to me it felt grittier. It felt, I mean, like I said, more realistic.
Did
That
you like
there's
all
like,
the F bombs and the cursing in Star Trek?
I really didn't pay attention to that
Because that's
seriously.
what a lot of people complained about. That's not Star Trek. They don't curse. I was like, why wouldn't they curse?
Like everybody curses.
Yeah. Garbage in, garbage out for computers. Yeah.
Sorry, I've touched my computer wrong.
No, Jeff. Just no.
So
I
you're
think
you're
it,
more magic. I don't know. I think don't listen to Jeff. Thanks. I think Raymond is right. There's too many variables when it comes to magic.
that
Science is,
was Desmond that said that one.
no, Desmond. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, then I agree with Desmond. No, I mean, science is based off of math. Math is pretty much, universally correct.
Yeah.
So I go with science over magic.
Okay.
I don't think the two should really mingle either in a setting.
No?
No, no. In my opinion, magic derives its power from energy, right?
Yeah.
So whether it's from like cosmic ley lines or interpersonal energy,
Mm-hmm.
and if you mix it with technology, that's an energy source from something else. So say a microwave, right? That has atomic energy going through it through the microwaves. So magic would try drawing power from it. It would break the technology.
Okay. Interesting.
What's your opinion?
Turtles.
Do you like Rolos?
You shut up about the candy already.
I like candy. What's wrong with that? I just had me some salted caramels.
Salted caramels? Yeah. Do you like junior mints?
No, my wife does. I'm more of a peanut butter cup enjoyer.
So no Star Wars, Shadowrunner Rifts, or Masters of the Universe or Final Fantasy.
Correct.
Hey. Yeah. Math is universal. Why didn't Kill Raven's comment come through?
Will you say something naughty?
No, it just basically skipped his comment. It's just when he said that. That's why I was reading it because it just kind of skipped it.
Oh, I saw it.
Good job.
I mean, how is Shadowrun magic actually worked?
It's the same thing as any other game. Any other game's
It
magic.
just comes from the universe.
Yeah. I mean, inner whatever. Blah, blah,
Unless you're
blah,
talking
blah,
about
blah.
the key or the chi or whatever it is. Key,
Um,
Q, QI, key,
Chi.
G.
Chi.
G's an inner energy, right?
Generally, yeah.
Okay. Star Wars. Hmm. Master of the Universe. That I want to watch that movie again because I think it's just so freaking hilarious.
The one with Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, that one.
Uh,
Was it Ortho that they changed the character up completely?
I don't think he was in there, was he? I don't remember.
I mean, he was the red-headed horn creature that created all the devices. Was it Orko?
Orko was the one from the He-Man, yeah.
Now I'm now I'm wondering. Let's see. Masters
You want me to look up
of
Masters of the
the
Universe?
Universe or Co?
We're talking about the 1987 one, or oh
The
yeah,
movie.
he was replaced by Gildor.
Oh, Gildor. Okay, that's what his name is. That dude always cracked me up.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Masters of the
yeah,
Universe.
get rid of the clip. We can't have that.
No, there's no sound on. It's fine.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, YouTube does not like us having clips on there unless we like actually say something.
Well, we're saying something now, so
Yeah, they what was it Cleopatra 2525. Yeah, they completely take that out of the video because YouTube's like, no, you can't have that on there. It was copyrighted by CBS.
and CBS is really holding on to that copyright.
Cleopatra 2525.
That's stupid.
It's gonna come back one of these days. People,
That was such a great show too. Yeah.
everyone remembers Cleopatra 2525.
Do
But
they?
that's
Shaman
all
magic
I
is different
have.
from the order magic in Shadowrun. Yeah, that's true. That's all you have? Okay.
That's all I have for. Uh, what kind of magic is your favorite? Inner magic, shamanistic magic, reading rainbow, universal magic.
Yeah, I was just looking at the names on that. Who was playing Skeletor and Evelyn? I forgot that it was those actors and actresses playing that. We had to, and we had what was her name? Courtney Cox in there when she was really young.
Mm-hmm. Um, Billy Barty. Billy Barty was Gildor.
Hmm.
Who's the main guy?
That is all you can say positive about the movie. You're right. The
What?
main guy, Dolph Lundgren,
No, not Dolph Lundgren. The one that played the human.
Courtney Cox,
No, the guy.
Duncan.
I don't even remember his name.
I don't know. There's like a lot of people in this movie, dude. You have to narrow it down a little bit to know than the guy.
Robert Duncan McNeil.
Oh,
Was that the boyfriend?
Kevin Corrigan. Maybe. Anyway. All right. So our main topic of tonight is how to get into solo role playing, or talking about solo role playing tonight. What are you laughing at?
Main topic: soft, semi-soft candy.
It's not fucking soft or hard candy.
How do
God
you
damn it.
how do you like your candy corn?
I don't like candy corn, first of all.
You don't like candy corn? What kind of
God,
person
it's
are you?
disgusting.
What the hell's wrong with you? It's delicious. You can suck on it and make it like a syrup, a corn syrup.
Blade was pretty cool character design for one of the Skeletor's henchmen. Forgot. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. And he died before he was like anything good. Um,
Now that we're done with the candy,
what's wrong with the candy?
I don't know why you keep bringing up the candy, dude.
Do you not like candy pumpkins?
Candy pumpkins?
Yeah.
Like the chocolate Reese's pumpkins?
No, they're like freaking candy corn, but they're pumpkins.
Get a pick your path adventure book for solo role playing. You mean like the old flip choose your adventure books? Is that what you mean? Like fighting fantasy, for example, or uh, Lone Wolf, I think was another one. And is that what you mean, Ramon? I don't know. It was somewhat like the Hardy Boys had those, and
I played a few of those when I was younger. You know, choose your own adventure.
Scooby Doo had their own ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about a path adventure book from like Pathfinder. Let's see. It's on delay, so we'll have to wait for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes to all of them.
Yes to every one of them. Yeah.
No, I think he was agreeing with what you had said.
Yeah, I have one of the fighting fantasy ones on my shelf.
Why don't you go grab it real quick while I can talk about candy corn?
There. Talk about candy corn all you want.
Hi, folks. I like to tell you a little something about candy corn. It is delicious. You know, you put it in your mouth, you roll it around, you suck the syrup from it, and we're losing people from from talking about candy corn. What's your favorite type of candy corn? Is it the standard orange, yellow, and white, or is it? Oh, hi!
Nobody cares about candy corn, dude.
You know what? We might have gotten one more watching.
See, I have Hell House right here. I have the other one, but I don't know where it is at the moment. The original one. This is book 2, I believe.
Sir, candy corn does not suck. You suck on candy corn. There's a difference.
No, Rob is 100% correct. Candy corn sucks.
It does not suck.
It's the devil's candy.
I thought those were Red Hots.
Yeah, Lone Wolf was a good series too. Candy corn, but on the cob could be good. Never had that.
That'd be a lot of candy corn, bro.
The Lone Wolf books are really good too. Yeah, you're right. I can't imagine that I don't want anyone near me. See, people do not like candy corn. When I used to get that as Halloween as a kid, I would throw those bags out because it was candy corn. I'm transitioning away from fucking candy now, Jeff. Stop. So, do you understand the concept of solo role playing, Jeff?
No.
You don't.
I mean,
the next question is, Jeff, do you often play with yourself?
Depends.
Solo role playing is like playing with yourself, just not that way. So
okay, so I understand the concept of it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I understand that you know, you can't find a group all the time, and you know, you get that need to. Oh, wrong way. You get that itch to play some role playing games, right? I get that, but I don't know really where to start though. Like I want to, I know how to make a character sheet. I know how to make a character, but but I don't know how to start my own adventure. I mean, how do you start? I mean, you've created your character, right? Where do you go from there?
Well, you've played in the co-op games with me.
Yeah.
You start the same way. You put yourself in the middle of something and go forward that way. That's the best way to start. Put yourself in the beginning of action. Like, give yourself a mission. If you were playing a spy game, for example, and your objective is to go inside the building and secure the paperwork that your boss told you to get, like a document. So put yourself in that situation. If you were going to be the GM, because you have to have two hats with this, a player hat and a GM hat. So if you were going to be a GM and design a story for me for a spy going inside of a building, what are the couple things that you're going to do? You're going to look for a map, probably, right?
Right.
And then you're going to come up with some type of story around it, like who is where and what's where. And that's when you start asking questions to your oracle, so to speak. It could be the mythic one like we've been using, or
Okay.
it could be the cards, the game master cards, which we're going to be using in the next series we're playing. And you ask questions like, what's the first thing? Roll 2d10, pick the page of the monster, the manual. Yeah, you could do that too. You could do
Yeah,
that.
but I don't. I mean, I get what Raymond is saying, but I don't want to just have a fight club where my character just fights a bunch of monsters. I want to go into let's pick fantasy. I want to go into the dungeon and fight monsters and get treasure and save the world.
That's a fight club,
Not
isn't
just
it?
fighting I mean, you're exploring. There's not just monsters. There's just traps. There's treasure. There's sights and scenes that aren't of this world.
Well, that's what you have to put on the GM hat and make up stuff. We played D&D. Remember, we were searching every room. We were asking questions of the GM. Did we find this? Did we find that? And then you have to make stuff along the way when it comes to those things. And then usually you have a lot of different little charts to roll on for randomness. It helps you kind of imagine things and give a good scenario for you in your head.
All I remember from that game is Merriweather wanting wanted his dagger back that he lost, and thinking that you took his dagger even though you were a priest.
You know what? That was a recurring NPC in that game that we made up that came back multiple times and screwed us over every time.
Between him and Midnight.
I mean, yeah, you could use it to familiar yourself with the rules if you want to learn a new game. I've done that plenty of times, but it's also a good exercise. And a lot of times I find myself when I'm solo role playing is I'm taking that adventure and I'm using it with my group. Especially when we played fantasy, I've done that a couple times. Sure, the
Okay.
outcomes are a little bit different, but a lot of the stuff is already set up for me. You could do research on Google infiltrating a real building soon. You will have the feds role play other federal role players. Yeah, it's true. How do I break into a government building? Knock, knock, knock.
How do you keep yourself from cheating?
That's something that you really can't cheat, so to speak, because you're playing a game by yourself. So you don't really need to know every rule.
Hmm.
You're basically entertaining yourself. You're playing with yourself. So you're entertaining yourself. Right?
Yeah.
You keep smiling all you want. You did it as a kid. I'm sure when you were little Jeff. Okay, you're gonna stare at me there. When you were younger Jeff. When you were under 10 Jeff,
Okay.
innocent child like Jeff, before he found the wonders of really playing with himself. I'm sure you had toys like action figures or something. I don't exactly know. You're a little
GI
bit.
Joes, He-Mans, yeah.
Yeah, you had G.I. Joe and He-Man, and you acted out, and I'm sure played with these things to entertain yourself. When you go to restaurants and you have kids of your own and you've watched them grow up, have you noticed when your kids, when you go to restaurants, they'll always find something to play with, regardless of what's on the table or what they're doing. It's the salt shaker, or if it's like a little fork or whatever, they'll find things to play with. And that's what we did as kids. And that's what solo role playing really is just making up things along the way.
Yeah, this is 2024. The only thing they play with was their
Their
mother's
phones.
phone
Yeah.
watching Netflix.
Develop multiple personalities so you don't have to know what you're going to do yourself. Yeah, I mean, you do develop multiple personalities. You do talk to yourself. It is a little bit weird. But when you have an oracle with you, a lot of stuff is random, so you really don't know what they're going to do to you half the time.
So where can I find this Oracle at?
You could find it by going online and going to Drive Through RPG and typing Mythic Game Master Emulator. and there's two different ones. There's a first edition and there's a second edition of it.
Okay. Does it cost money?
Yeah, it does cost. Yeah, I
Okay.
had it somewhere over here. It was on here. It is.
Did you check over there in that corner?
Yeah, I checked over here in this corner. It's right next. It's right next to the bat. It's right next to the Batman books over here.
Oh, okay. There you go. See, we're looking together, folks.
Now, see the Mythic Game Master emulator. I have this printed out, so you can play.
That's a good solo book.
Yeah, definitely. And it has, which you don't see because we use the plug-in tool.
Mm-hmm.
So what you don't see is, I'm trying to find where the chart is exactly, because I use the tool as opposed to using this now because the tool is so much easier. But there's a fate chart that you have to check on, and here, fate chart. So there's a fate chart right here.
Page
19.
Page 19. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is that? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get a look closer. Okay, fate chart. What does that exactly do?
So you remember when we were playing, and I said, "What do you think in this situation? Is it unlikely, very unlikely, or 50-50 unsure?"
Yeah.
You have to pick. When you ask a question, you have to pick the odds of it happening. And the more likely it's going to happen when you roll. There's a bigger percentage chance. So say you were breaking into that building, Jeff, and the first thing you said, all right, my guy looks around, are there any cameras? Okay. Well, then you put on your GM hat. It's modern day. You're breaking into a building. Do you think there'd be cameras there? I'm asking you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was reading what Christopher said.
Yeah, you can play the funnel and a party of characters. Yeah, you could do that. So if you're going to think very likely there's going to be some cameras there, then you look across the chart and you start at a 5 under the chaos factor, which means the chaos factor is how controllable the action is. The more chaos, the more yeses you're going to get. The less chaos, the less yeses you'll get, and more no's that you'll get. So you're saying very likely, then there's basically a 25% chance to 86% chance that, or higher, that there will be cameras there. Anything under that 25 will be no.
Right.
So that's how you would do it. You roll and then say you get like a 24. No, there's no cameras that you could see. All right. I move to the door and look around. Do I see anybody? What time of day is it? Okay, we'll roll. Boom. Nighttime. Okay. Chances are there's probably going to be a security guard, right? You think
That
most
makes
buildings.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So very likely.
Especially a government building.
The part that sucks for me is that I haven't had a group replace since 1990s. We all developed families, work, and moved away from each other. Yeah, you can. A lot of people lost groups because they all moved away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, we kind of covered that last week in our random rolls.
Yeah,
check that out. There's some information in there that Vince gave.
You can always play online with your friends too through Discord and virtual tabletops if you still want to play with that same original group. But yeah, the whole family thing is the factor that kind of plays into it. I mean, if you want to play, you'll make time to play. If you want to not play and raise your family, which is nothing wrong with that, a lot of people doing that, then you raise your family.
No, and even in our games, the ones we play in the group, when we play solo, we always said family comes first. If there's a family thing, it takes priority.
Yeah, we have a guy in our group that has 3 kids under 3. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes he can't make it. Sometimes he can make it. Sometimes the kids are there when he's playing. So there's really not much we can do about it. If he wants to play, he'll make the time.
Yeah. I mean, there's no hard feelings. I mean, we all understand. We're all there. Cool. The 1970 second edition AD&D, was that even out then?
No, it wasn't. I think he means the 90s. The second edition didn't come around until 1989. Unless he means he just started in the 70s and then went to second edition. Because, yeah, the AD&D second edition was 1989
Okay.
till 1999, because then right after Wizards of the Coast bought them in 99, they came out with third edition in 2000.
But I'm gonna say that's pretty cool that you started a game back in the 1970s. I bet you it was pretty cool.
If he was in the 70s, he was probably using the original D&D, like
Yeah.
Holmes or the Little Brown Books, or maybe even, because I think it was 78 is when the Dungeon Master's Guide came out, and then we got the players and then the monster manuals and stuff like that. And we
The
had,
Dragon magazines.
yeah, well, Dragon magazines I think started in 82. I believe it was
Really?
1982. Yeah, on Dragon. Let me look that one up, because I'm pretty sure it was. Dragon magazine
How dare you call
started
yourself
in.
the evil dungeon master and not know exactly every single date of every single game?
No, it started in 76. So yeah, I was wrong about that. I thought it started in 82.
Okay, so yeah,
I never
definitely.
used Dragon magazines because, one, I couldn't afford them, for one.
You were a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. And two, my parents were not buying Dragon magazines when they're like thumping the Bible at me because they were Catholics and were like, no, you got to talk to the priest because you're playing Dungeons and Dragons because you're going to kill yourself.
Meanwhile, the priest is also playing it too in the background.
No, we had a cousin in our family that was a priest, and he was just like, those kids wind up killing themselves because they get too attached to their characters. Um, AD&D second edition was not 1979. You're talking about original AD&D, maybe.
Oh, D&D second edition, not AD&D second edition.
No, he's just saying second edition. There is no D&D second edition.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Jeez. I'm not the evil DM.
Oh, yeah. Chainmail was out in the 70s, definitely. Chainmail was one of the original things that they were playing. That was a more of a battle game than anything else, a minis battle game.
Oh, is that like Warhammer?
Not really. No.
Okay. I don't know.
Jeff doesn't know shit.
No, I don't know what chainmail is other than an armor. I think it's
But
8 AC.
yeah, I don't know what book you're talking about that's second edition, unless you're talking about Little Brown Books or something, or Holmes edition D&D, which was, I guess, considered second edition D&D, if you want to call it that.
Maybe if he knows the like artist or name of the book.
Well, he is saying he's saying the player's handbook. I'm assuming. I'm trying to find my copy of it.
It's there somewhere.
Well, let me go on my OneDrive and look for it. But keep talking about that candy, Jeff.
So candy corn, candy pumpkins, delicious. I'm surprised that there's not any candy squash. Though I guess it would be kind of stringy. Most squashes are. Of course, then again, pumpkins are very squishy or stringy too. 1979 to 1983.
I don't know what that was. Maybe we're confusing the editions here.
Well, I'll try googling it. D is it D&D editions?
Oh my god!
That orange spine AD&D.
Right, Orange Spine D&D books were first edition, and AD&D second edition was until 89.90. Here we go. This was right here.
Orange spine.
This was second edition AD&D right here.
Oh, okay.
And this didn't come out until 1989.
Says all right. from what I'm reading here in the Googles,
In the Googles.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition was released between 1974 and 1983. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Second Edition was released between 1974 and 1989. Second edition revised was 1984 to 1995, and fourth edition was
Where are you
2008.
reading that?
I looked up a D&D edition that orange spine.
Yeah, Orange Spine was the late 80s. Well, not the late, mid 80s when they did the reprints of the books.
I'm just telling you what the Google says.
Well, the Google is wrong.
How dare you speak ill of the Google?
The Google is absolutely wrong because I don't know where you're finding that information from.
I told you what I put in the search bar. D&D edition, that's that orange spine. I didn't even say has. That orange spine.
See, because Dungeon Master's Guide, Orange Spine is this. This is the Orange Spine book that came out which came out later on, but originally 79 is when the book came out.
I'm at the homepage for Google. I didn't go into any websites.
Oh, are you looking at the AI results at the top?
Yeah, the AI review.
Oh, well, that's probably why it's wrong.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah. This is a G.I. Joe thing. Bad results, yeah. Now, I mean, it could be he may have.
Killer even cracks me up sometimes.
He's the voice of reason most of the time, it seems.
I mean, he's not wrong. I didn't even complete a full sentence.
Let's see here. I'm looking for there's OD&D, which was original ones. I don't know where they put it in here. They put it under miscellaneous. Well, there was a 78 version of it, which was the Holmes edition.
It says the orange spine design was introduced by TSR in 1983, but the Fiend Folio
Yeah, Fiend Folio.
was A&D hardcover that did not have a cover redesign.
Yeah, so this was the bridge gap game between OD&D or classic D&D and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. They came out with this Holmes edition because Eric Holmes was the actual writer of the book, and it was only levels 1 to 3. And it even told you if you wanted to continue, you needed to get the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons set to continue along with this. What?
Okay, so so you're saying that wasn't out yet when Raymond said he was playing. So what edition? Can you show us what edition was out in 1979? He said
79 would have been this, or it could have been Advanced Dungeons and Dragons by that point, because I think the Player's Handbook came out relatively.
Yeah, you say 1970. He said in the 70s. So what editions were out in the 70s? He said Holmes, Chainmail.
Holmes was out. Chainmail would have been out for quite some time, but let's see here. I think, did BX come out then? I think BX. It might have been later on. Let's see, search. Oh yeah, BX Basic Expert came out in 1981, and that's what we were kind of playing in our fantasy game. We were using BX. That came out in 81. Little Brown Books came out in, I think, 75? 74. Okay. Yeah, Little Brown Books were these. This came in a little box.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing those.
Yeah. So those were the little brown books that a lot of people were playing back then
Mm-hmm.
in the mid 70s into the 80s. And then they transitioned to probably either Homes or First Edition or BX, depending.
Let's see, according to Wikipedia, because we always know that we can trust everything on the internet.
Oh, yeah, because I
Uh,
can't go in there and edit everything.
it says that Dungeons and Dragons original edition came out in 1974.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which I think is the first edition, the first AD&D, came out in 1977, along with the Holmes rules. So he could be talking about second Dungeons and Dragons, but they called it Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it's OD&D Classic, AD&D, AD&D Second Edition, and then we get into third D&D.
Yeah,
They drop the A.
yeah,
They dropped the A. Oh,
the A, yeah. Third edition came out in 2000, which they dropped the AD&D. 1981 was the BX versions.
yeah, 1981 was BX. Yeah, mm-hmm.
BECM
Beckme.
came out in 1983.
Yeah, that was what most people call the Menser edition of D&D, or Beckme.
And then
Basic, Experts, Challenge, Master, and Immortal.
Yeah, and then the second Dungeons and Dragons came out in, like you said, in 1989, according to Wikipedia. But like I said, it's possible that Ramon meant like second edition Dungeons and Dragons, which is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It's possible.
If you meant that, then yeah. But I don't never heard anybody call Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Second Edition. So
I mean, people get confused. I get confused all the time. Just ask my DM.
yeah.
He'll fucking tell you.
Yeah, Jeff's confused all the time. I'm telling you right now.
That's because most of my time is thinking about candy corn.
You suck. And they came out with some fast. One thing I just found the other day, which I didn't realize that they had, were these other D&D ones that came out around the time that they were transitioning into second edition, called fast play games.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, these are the fast play games. Okay. So the fast play games were a D6 version of Dungeons and Dragons, which I did not know ever came out.
D6 versions? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was you roll 3d6, and that's how this system worked. And basically this was just to get people into playing Dungeons and Dragons, but I don't know why they changed the rules, because
dude, that kicks ass.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation how it works.
Maybe people were getting back into D&D when the cartoons started coming out?
Well, no, the cartoon was 82. 83, around there. Yeah, I don't. Is this the one? Maybe it's the other one. There was a couple of these they did. One of them was 3d6. Let me see if I can find it. I thought this was the one that was 3d6, but there was a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was mostly because of how to get a hold of the d6s.
Absolutely, Raymond. If you get that stuff, send a picture to email Vince the pictures and, and prove him wrong.
Yeah, there's my email address.
There you go. Send pictures to that email address and prove him wrong that you have had the orange edition since 1979.
I mean, I don't know what orange edition came out in 79, but okay. I'm not.
Orange spine editions, sir. Good sir.
Yeah, the orange spines came out in the late. Here it is. This is the one. Okay, I brought up the wrong one. Yeah, this was the fast play.
Oh, okay.
Crypt of the Smoke Dragon. I put up Crypt of the other one. That was different because this one has the, as you can see with the characters here, 1d3 plus 1d plus 3, like it was like playing Star Wars or something. The 2 hit numbers when you roll 3 dice, you had to get over that. And that's how you hit.
Interesting.
It was a very simple, easy system to get people into Dungeons and Dragons. And I
I like
think
easy
it's,
systems.
yeah, but I think this is what, like Killraven said, it was to get people into it. And D6s were pretty much everywhere and easy to find. So
And D6 or 6-sided dice are the most common dice there is.
yeah, they're easy to find because they're in just about every board
Monopoly
game
game, yeah, board game.
in your closet during that time frame. And I doubt many people even have board games anymore in their closet unless they're board games like, advanced ones that are like with cool stuff and everything. Then they might have D6s in it anyway. So
There you go.
but back then, I mean, everyone had Monopoly, and things like that, and Candy, whatever, and Shoots and
One
Ladder, and
one of the freaking 20 editions of Monopoly.
yeah, and Yahtzee and things like that. So,
Oh yeah, that's another good one. Well, I hope you find them.
are you have your books on? I'm sorry, your books are in storage.
Yeah, that sucks.
That does suck. I mean, I know moving a bunch of times I had books in storages and couldn't do anything about it. So,
But yeah, absolutely, go grab them and break them out, and go find a group online, and go play, go enjoy, find your group that suits your game desires.
yeah, what Jeff said. Yeah, the prices of things have really drastically since the coof. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that really annoyed the crap out of me.
Yeah, a lot of people are paying good prices if you have mint condition books.
That and also Critical Role, getting a lot of people into playing role-playing games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them shot up in price because I remember in 2000 when I was first doing Roll for Initiative, the AD&D books I can get online, the player's handbooks for like $5 to $10 a piece. That's how much nobody wanted them. Because I remember we would start doing it. I bought a whole bunch of them off of Amazon because I was like, it's $5, $10. Who cares?
Right.
And then as time went on, the price, kind of went up. And then all of a sudden, when the boom came out for Critical Role, when they started 5th edition, it was just like everybody wanted those books. Everybody wanted any book of D&D. So, then those sellers out there like, I could sell for $1 million. It doesn't mean someone's going to pay for it, but I could try.
I tell you what, going back to what we were talking about originally, solo gameplay. Let's say you can't go out and you can't afford Mythic, right? Is there some sort of online tool that you can use for free?
Yeah, you just Google
Oracle
solo Oracle RPG. Yeah,
because like even Raymond said, I can't find a group, so you got to get that fixed somehow, man. You get the shakes and you get the jimmies, and you can't really concentrate on life because you got to role play.
You get the jimmies.
You got to role play. So go to online. You go to Oracle RPG or whatever. What were you saying?
I'm looking for the link here. Hold on a second.
You can put that link in the description below.
No.
Oh, that's mean. You're mean, dude. You're evil. Some sort of evil DM.
Yeah.
I never blame them for fishing. Sometimes you get lucky and make it. Yeah, that's true. You roll those dice. If you don't roll those dice, you never know.
There's a ton of free sources on. Here's one right here. The one-page solo engine is one you can get for free off of this itch.io page. That's one of them. You can get them for free here. And it's just basically how to play yes or no Oracle using just a plain D6 So I don't even have to get separate things for it. Oh, yeah. A lot of the hobby shops went out of business during that time frame, mostly
Yeah.
because of comic book stores moving in on that market. So this one's pretty good to use because it has like terrains and locations and stuff like that.
Sorry you lost your shop, dude. That sucks. But move it online. A lot of people buying small games and trinkets and hobby things online these days.
CRG, Conjectural Role Playing GM Emulator, is free. Damn, you should sell those, dude. They're probably worth a ton.
Probably.
Mun. The Mayday Up Namely Emulator. Namey Emulator. Okay.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, I mean, it was rough for a lot of things in business in the 90s.
Yeah, comic shops started moving in on their territory, in the hobby territory, and then D&D. I think, in my opinion, uh, lost a lot of players in the mid '90s due to the fad of card games starting to come out. Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Geek Poker started, and that's what we called it, Geek Poker.
Yeah.
But well, no, D&D lost a lot of its reputation because of T $R, as we used to call them back then, because they were going around and putting cease and desist letters on everybody that was doing homebrew stuff online.
Oh, dude, that's a that's a product killer right there. If you start going, in my opinion, if you want to sell a game, right, you want to make a game, let people mod it, and people are going to buy. More people are going to buy your game because if you go after everyone that like homebrews something, even the smallest thing, people are not going to want to deal with that. They're like, I don't want to play by your rules. Let me try something else.
Oh yeah, they used to. They would go after people on AOL when we had those AOL pages back
Ugh,
then, and they would put, they contact AOL and have them take it down. They would contact Tripod, have them take it down, because they felt that the homebrew rules were honing in on their territory.
that's silly.
Of course it is. It was just dumb
Yeah,
overall.
let
So
let people mod your game the way they want.
that's what I say.
Rob, stop pulling out your deck. We're trying to play a game here.
Yeah. That was also another thing. People would put their fucking decks on the table. And oh, did you see the new cards they got? We're playing D&D, dude. Fuck, who cares?
Oh yeah, I remember being in a few groups where before we would start a game, they would just be talking about Magic the Gathering or whatever other trading card game they had, and it would hijack the conversation for like an hour or two, and
I
that's like
know.
an hour or two loss of game time. And I
Yep.
get the jimmies, and I gotta start role playing.
You got the jimmies.
Yeah, Jimmy Jams.
Yeah, everything went out of business pretty much. Even comic book stores are dying now as it is because comics suck.
Well, they're dying now because everyone's buying everything online.
Buying. Yeah, you keep saying that, Jeff, because that's definitely what they're doing. They're not buying.
I might have been able to run a little bit. Yeah, it's a slow choke death.
I know the comic book store here, that's basically their main business is um, people my age going and buying comics because we still buy comics, and the people that come in to play like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or what other Magic the Gathering they're playing. I don't know what the fuck they're playing these days. It's just, I don't know. I can't get into the card games. They also play the deck builder games like DC Deck Builder. Every Thursday night they play that. Now they have a pretty big crowd for that, which I was surprised at. But They do.
I should have bought a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering cards back in the '90s and resold them for these days. God, imagine how much those would be worth.
Well, the original sets are worth quite a bit, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh. I remember arguing with someone that they said I was telling them to invest their money and buy Pokemon cards. This is back mid '90s when Pokemon the game card was just starting to come out in here in America. I said buy the Pokemon cards. No, I'm gonna stick to what
No.
I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing. What I'm doing is gonna earn a lot of money. You know what they were doing? Collecting Beanie Babies.
I mean, those are okay. So those are worth quite a bit too, the original ones. But again, it's only worth what someone was willing to pay for it. So
Right. There's a lot more people enthusiastic about Pokemon cards, especially the originals, compared to Beanie Babies these days.
ATOG Magic, the Gathering cards for penny each because nobody wants them. Damn. Okay.
Damn, dude. Sell pretty much everything nerd adjacent to stay afloat. Yeah, they had to sell figurines. They got to sell cardboard cutouts. They got to sell everything that would be nerd related.
I didn't realize there was a big demand for cardboard cutouts, though.
People like cardboard cutouts. I don't know why.
Is that what you want? You want a cardboard cutout in your room
I want a cardboard cutout of myself.
so you can play solo games by yourself with it?
The Jeff, what do you do in this situation? I roll to attack. Oh wow, I don't know if I would do that.
I would go play with myself in the corner. Okay, that's what I
Oh
would do.
yeah, that makes much more sense.
I wish, yeah, the Garbage Pail Kid cards. I wish I still had those too. I had freaking tons of those stupid cards. Good stuff.
So when you're solo playing, you said you're thinking about adventures. Like I mean, you can get inspiration from everywhere. And we just showed you a couple good places online where to find a mythic or oracle. I mean, frick, just Google it, you'll find them. But you have say you're someone like me who doesn't have a very good imagination.
You have a very
I
good
mean,
imagination, dude.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
The
Uh,
things that you fucking make me make in a game tells me you have a great imagination.
I mean, it's not as good as somebody like another one of our players who has a very good imagination. You just won't allow them to do what they want to do.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who?
Like making circles on cloths.
Oh, you mean break the rules so I can control the entire game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a
That's
pretty good
just
imagination.
that's not a good imagination. That's called I want to break the game.
But no, I mean there are games online there that you can listen to or watch. Hi.
No, I was refocusing the
I
camera.
know I'm
Dick.
playing with. Uh, you still focusing?
It's used
Uh,
for evil.
can be. But
Excuse me, that's JEFF.
yeah, it's THEJEFF.
Yeah,
The
no space.
Jeff,
No space.
no space. Uh, no, but I mean, you watch a movie. Go,
Go to the
go
comic
play.
book store right
Go to
behind
the
me.
comic book store.
Buy some of my comics that are back here.
Uh, watch a movie. Play a game. There's a lot of good side quests you can get from Skyrim. You can get from any other RPG out there.
No, go to DDO. Play DDO. It's still around. It's still free.
I mean, if you want to play an online multiplayer game, yeah, but if you just want to play your own solo game, get some ideas from that. I mean, there's a ton of ideas on Google that you can
The
play.
the Google.
The Googles, the Googling. And so don't restrain yourself to what you could think of. If you can't come up with anything, like I said, look up story hooks on Google, or if you remember, there was a few story hooks that we put out there.
They're still there.
They're still there.
I expanded on a lot of them.
They're hidden behind a paywall.
No.
You just have to be a member.
No,
Oh, you
not at
don't?
all. No.
Why do
No,
I feel like you're fibbing to me?
no, you go right to my website and they're right under newsletters and there's Hooks of Evil right here.
Oh, there
And
you
I,
go.
and I expanded on some of them, made different things up. They're all here. So,
Oh, someone's bad mouthing DDO, which Kill Raven's absolutely right. It was just boring, especially when all your friends fucking excuse my French. All your friends leveled up way higher, so you can't catch up to them more because you have a life outside of computer games.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, sometimes you have a life and then you come back and everybody's like 47 levels ahead of you and you're like, oh, I thought we were going to wait. Oh, we were bored, so we decided to play.
I mean, you can still join us. How?
Yeah.
The that you're going into is like a level 40. I'm level 12.
Oh, it's okay. It readjusts itself. You won't die too much.
Yes, that's my plan is to that's what I want to do is keep dying.
Yeah, MMOs do suck. You're right.
I mean, they can depends on
No, they
the
suck. They
it,
suck.
it all depends. In my
Suck.
opinion, if you get a game you like and you have friends that want to join you and don't want to like push way ahead, who actually wants to spend time playing with you, an MMO could be just fine. I
Do you
mean,
like when people spend time and play with you, Jeff?
absolutely. The more the merrier.
I think Mrs. Jeff might have something to say about that.
Oh, and she could join in too. It's fine.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
Miss.
home. That's why he's.
It's Mrs. the Jeff, sir.
Oh, sorry. The Mrs. the Jeff isn't home, so the Jeff is talking however he wants to at the moment. For some reason, playing with other people in video games just annoys you. Really? Oh.
Like I said, it depends on the game.
It really depends on the game. I do like playing some games with people.
Mm-hmm.
I liked playing Dead by Daylight before they made it into a suck fest, and not like
Yeah,
that.
the going to going on a rant on you know
Jeff's favorite thing. Go ahead.
of what was the name of that game? I'm sorry, I even forgot.
Dead by Daylight.
The Dead by Daylight. No, the first problem they had is I joined when it was pretty good, but then they started lighting up everywhere. Like everywhere, they made it more light. I'm like, what's the point of a horror game if everything's lit up?
Yeah.
That was the first thing that went wrong, and then it went downhill from there.
Well, yeah. I mean, the original game, it was dark. You were able to hide in the grass, and people couldn't find you. And I guess they decided to change it because people complained.
Killers were complaining that they couldn't find the players.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I could find them just fine.
Well, now you can because it's
No,
all lit
even back
up.
then I could find them.
No, when the game originally came out, I meant.
Oh.
They couldn't find them, so they lightened things up. They made the grass shorter because you could actually were able to crouch and hide in the grass in the original Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
But a team game, I can't stand. Okay, well,
A versus game. What do you mean like a versus game? You talking about like a versus card game?
no, I think he's talking like how we were talking versus games,
Mm.
or like a Call of Duty or something like that, or which I hate.
I used to be into shooters a long time ago, but by a long time ago I mean 2011.
But a long time ago, I meant yesterday.
It's been like last week.
Yeah, last
No,
week.
no, I used to be into shooter games, but no, I can't. I don't have the aim. I don't have the
Jeff is old.
reaction time. I'm old. Fighting games. Oh, like Mortal Kombat and whatnot. Yeah.
Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Dead or alive.
No.
Used to be into MMO PvP games, but are just like sick of all the drama.
Yeah, there's too much drama and things. Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting back into World of Warcraft because I've, you know, I miss the old World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King.
I was in a competitive Battlefield 1942 group for the longest time.
Which Battlefield 1942, the original or the remake?
The original Battlefield was
Yeah,
like,
I was in one of those too.
but what they did was they made it modernized so that it was the United States versus the Iraqis.
You mean the Modern Warfare mod?
I don't know. Back then, it was a mod that the community came up with. So
It still makes people. It still blows people's mind when I talk about playing Battlefield before it was. I mean, Battlefront before it was Battlefront. It was a Battlefield 1942 mod called Galactic Conquest,
yeah, I
and
remember they had a mod for like Stargate SG-1. Used to play that all the time.
I got really good at flying the helicopters there in Battlefield Modern Warfare mod.
The closest thing I had for helicopter was Battlefield Vietnam. They had that.
Yeah.
That was another game separately that was based off of 42, but I used to fly the helicopters back and forth
Uh,
and
the
crash.
the one thing that was superior, in my opinion, from Battlefield 1942 to the rest of them was the fact that in Battlefield 1942 you could actually command the ships. Now a boat, but like the ships, like the battleships.
Oh,
Time to go.
time to go.
Ah.
Rick's here. That means we have to go. All right, folks. We'll talk to you. No, I'm just kidding.
But
At
yeah,
least,
you could command submarines. You could
yeah.
command aircraft carriers. It was awesome. I miss the original game. Then freaking hackers got into it and just destroyed the game.
Yeah.
Like you could be shot from like freaking a mile away and never know where the person was.
We're behind walls and things like
Yeah,
that.
that was another bad one.
But I think this weekend, we'll have to meet up and start planning our characters out for the mini 6 game.
Mini 6 game with Rick and Rob. Yeah. We do have our game set up, our solo game set up. We just
Yeah, I
gotta
don't
figure out
know if
time
we're
to
gonna have a
play it.
lot of. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have time to play it this week though.
I think people are going to be excited about that one. I think we got a pretty good hook for that one. Maybe we could put Midnight into it. I can see him in there
Why do you want Midnight in there?
because he's emotionally damaged. He misses us.
And Rocco with his 47 kids.
It'd be Midnight. It would be who was that other guy? The guy who was an asshole all the time.
Merriweather.
Merriweather. So Midnight, Merriweather, Rocco's got to be in it. Who else do you want?
Well, we still have to go to Nightwing's slumber party. So that was so dumb. The middle of combat, he comes running back. Hey guys, you want to go have a slumber party? I'm gonna have popcorn and we could talk about girls. And I'm just like, what?
We could talk about boys. I mean, girls.
Yeah. I totally have a girlfriend. She's from Canada. Oh,
my girlfriend's a space fighter pirate warrior. Yeah, sure he is, buddy.
mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
when I first met her, we kissed, and it was awesome.
But it is time to wrap up for the evening. It's getting later, so we need to get out of here. Jeff needs to hang out with Mrs. Jeff, and I need to hang out with Mrs. Evil. So, yeah, we do.
All right.
And Rick usually signals when the time to go. So by the time he gets in there, yeah. All right, folks. We'll see you next time for the next stream next week, next Friday. Members get stream on Friday. Don't forget 5:05 p.m. Central Time. If you're a member of this channel for 99 cents, you get videos ahead of time, which there are a bunch of videos up right now that you can get ahead of time. So we're gonna head out. Keep it original. Keep it old school. What?
I was say, you want to tell them about the Friday video coming out?
No.
Okay.